my God." That phrase may seem like just a common reaction in everyday life, but did you know that in the spiritual world, words, whether random or unconscious, hold an invisible power? Every time you exclaim, "Oh my God," you are creating a deep connection, a direct link to the cosmic energy, to God or whatever sacred form you believe in. This phrase is not just an expression of emotion, but also a prayer, a manifestation of faith, or even a call for invisible support from the spiritual world. When you face difficulties, when life puts you in stressful, exhausting, or unsolvable situations, that phrase, "Oh my God," is not just an outburst in panic, but a subconscious call, a way for you to recognize that you are not alone. In that moment, your mind opens up, ready to perceive the presence of invisible forces that you cannot see. In fact, in many spiritual traditions, prayers or words that connect you with God are seen as a way to receive energy from the universe. Every word, every phrase you utter in such a situation is not just sound. It is like an energy code, a frequency that the universe can hear and respond to. For example, when you say, "Oh my God," it's like you're inviting guidance, protection, or some form of miracle. You are calling upon help from an invisible force that you feel is necessary. And when you receive unexpected joy, the phrase, "Oh my God," becomes an expression of gratitude and surprise. This may be a sign of a connection between you and a spiritual force, where your joy is shared and amplified. In these moments, your mind expands, and you feel as though a flow of positive energy is entering you, making you feel more peaceful and happier than ever before. From a psychological perspective, the act of exclaiming something like, "Oh my God," can trigger a powerful emotional response, helping you to face difficult feelings or joy more comprehensively. This phrase is not just a random expression, but a way for your brain to process and regulate emotions. In such situations, you are creating a pause, a moment for yourself to breathe, reflect, and find peace, whether in panic or in delight. The spiritual world, with its invisible influences, is always ready to listen to your calls. And each time you utter such words, you are not just sharing emotions, but also creating a profound connection with unseen forces, helping you to face challenges and embrace joy more fully. In this video, you won't be mistaken. The connection between you and God, or any cosmic energy source you believe in, can create a powerful change in your life. Don't skip over this, because what you are about to hear will change the way you see yourself and the world around you. You are not just someone living amidst challenges. You have the potential to become someone uplifted and guided by an invisible, powerful, and unconditional force. Imagine, in a difficult moment, when you feel stuck, negative thoughts flood your mind, and problems pile up. You suddenly exclaim, "Oh my God," and in that instant, a spiritual door opens. You are not just uttering a prayer. You are creating a deep connection, a call for invisible help from the spiritual world. And you will feel it, even just a little wave of energy surrounding you, helping you overcome obstacles that seemed insurmountable. You've probably heard stories of people facing challenges who turn to faith and connection with God, and immediately their lives change. But it's not just coincidence. Here's the truth you need to understand. The invisible messages you receive from the universe, from God, will help you reshape events, phenomena, and even your own thoughts. Think about times when you felt stuck in work, life, or relationships. And suddenly, a small change happens, leading you to a new direction, the right decision, or a helpful piece of advice. That's not a coincidence. Those are the messages you receive from the spiritual world when you create this connection. This spiritual relationship can generate an unconditional power, a strength you've never felt before. It's an unseen energy, but it's present in every action, in every decision you make. You'll recognize it when things start to change, when difficulties become easier to overcome, when joy comes unexpectedly, and when peace settles in your soul. Imagine that you are not alone in your journey to find peace and trust in the spiritual world. Many people, including great prophets and scientists, have discovered the hidden power of this connection and applied it to change their lives and the world around them. These examples will make you reflect and realize that the connection between you and God, between you and the universe, can truly shape your destiny. Let's begin with a famous prophet like Edgar Cayce, who was known as the sleeping prophet. He was not only a prophet, but also a healer, with the ability to predict and offer incredibly accurate guidance, even though he had no scientific knowledge. Cayce created a deep connection with the cosmic energy, and each time he entered a trance-like state, he received messages from the spiritual world. His predictions helped millions of people, guiding them through hardships and showing them the way in life. When he said things like, "Trust in this guidance, for God always shows the way," he was not merely speaking words. He was genuinely feeling the presence of an invisible force assisting him. We cannot forget Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest scientists of all time. Tesla was not only a brilliant inventor, but also someone with a deep connection to the universe. He once shared that many of his greatest inventions came from dreams, images, and ideas that came to him in a miraculous way, as if they were messages from an invisible force. Tesla believed that he was inspired and often said things like, "I am just a receiver of ideas from the universe." This belief helped him create world-changing inventions, such as alternating current and the radio transmitter. Tesla believed that every time he received a message from the universe, it was a powerful connection to an invisible energy source he called spiritual electricity. These examples are not just stories about extraordinary people, but proof of a profound reality. When you open your heart and create a strong spiritual connection, you will receive invisible help from the universe. These connections helped prophets like Cayce and scientists like Tesla achieve miraculous accomplishments, showing that spiritual power can shape and change lives in ways you cannot imagine. If you observe closely, you'll notice a common trait among these individuals. They were not only talented, but knew how to connect with an invisible world, a world that we cannot see with the naked eye, but is very real. Prophecies, great inventions all came from this connection. And you too can do the same. If you open your heart and mind, if you learn to say, "Oh my God," not just as a random phrase, but as a prayer, a call, a connection to the universal energy, you will begin to feel the change. Messages from the universe will come to you naturally. And just like Cayce or Tesla, you will receive guidance and invisible resources to help you solve problems, make important decisions, or even discover abilities you never knew you had. So why not try it now? Let the phrase, "Oh my God," become not just an emotional reaction, but a key that opens the door to connecting with an invisible power that's waiting to support you. Because when you trust and open your heart, you'll realize that you hold the power to change your life. Have you ever wondered, all the great inventions, the technologies that have changed the world, could they be just the result of human intellect? Or is there something miraculous behind every step forward, an invisible force guiding us along the way? Surely you've heard of renowned names like Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, or Marie Curie, individuals who made history and changed the world with their extraordinary intelligence and talents. But did you know that their discoveries were not just the fruits of human effort? It was God, a divine force, who inspired and guided them to new horizons, where science and faith converge. Today, we will explore untold stories, phenomena that cannot be explained by mere theory, and understand that behind every great leap forward is God's intervention and love. Are you ready? For the miracles, the wonders, are the rewards for those who place their trust in God. Let's embark on this journey together and experience the divine things that we may have never known before. This story begins with the discovery of an invisible yet powerful and eternal force that no one can deny: faith in God. In modern life, when technology and development have reached spectacular heights, many forget that all these successes are not products of luck or nature, but the result of a long and difficult journey, especially guided by faith. You can see successful people as bright stars in the sky, but not everyone knows that to reach those positions, they had to overcome countless failures, challenges, and suffering. They never walk alone, but always have God by their side, guiding and giving them strength to rise up after every fall. Faith in God is not just pure belief, but an endless source of strength, helping them to continuously rise, overcome all limits of themselves, face immense challenges, and never give up. God, in His love and providence, gives us a priceless gift: faith. This faith is the resilient warrior, always ready to fight, never retreating before any challenge. It is a strong shield, a brilliant diamond that we need to discover and understand deeply. When we place our absolute trust in God, when our hearts open to receive His love and illumination, this strength will guide us through difficulties, help us reach noble goals, and shine on the path we choose. No success comes from arrogance. All success stems from humility and trust in God. Like brave warriors in battle, we too need a leader to guide us, and that leader is God. He is not only the one who leads us, but also the source of encouragement and infinite strength that helps us continue on our difficult journey. And when we stand firm, not just for ourselves, but for the love of God for humanity, we will see that we can do anything, for with God, nothing is impossible. Thus, when each of us walks in faith, we will realize that we are not just ordinary people, but strong warriors under God's protection, ready to change the world, to light up the flames of hope and endless light for those who need it. And that is the great strength that God has bestowed upon all of us. As you walk the path of science and technology, you will clearly see that great successes do not only come from human intellect and talent, but also from faith in God. The inventions that have changed the world, the great works you see today, could not have been achieved without God's guidance and support. For it is He who has given humanity the ability to create and the immeasurable strength to do so. Think about the scientists and engineers who have transformed the globe through the combination of intellect and faith. A clear example is Isaac Newton, one of the greatest physicists and mathematicians in the history of humankind. Newton was not only famous for his theory of gravity and his work in mathematics, but also had a strong faith in God. He once said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." Newton believed that his inventions and discoveries were not only the result of human intellect, but also part of a great plan that God had set in motion. He believed that every theorem and every discovery in physics and mathematics was part of a truth that God wanted humankind to understand. Nikola Tesla, the inventor of alternating current and many other technologies, is another example of the combination of faith and science. Tesla once said that his inventions came from a spiritual vision and a sense that he was being guided by a divine force. Although Tesla did not explicitly speak of faith in God according to any particular religion, his humility and respect for the wonders of the universe could be seen as an understanding that his technology was only a part of the grand plan God had set for humankind. The alternating current, one of his world-changing inventions, helped humanity access cleaner and more efficient energy, becoming Tesla's great legacy. It was his faith in God's creativity that guided him through difficult years to bring forth these innovations. Another example is Marie Curie, the first scientist to win 2 Nobel Prizes in 2 different fields, physics and chemistry. Marie Curie had a firm belief in justice and science, but she also showed humility before the vast universe that God had created. Although she did not profess faith in any specific religion, her love for the truth and justice she found in science could be seen as a form of faith in a divine order within the universe. Her discoveries not only changed science, but also brought immense benefits to humanity, from medicine to nuclear technology, offering new hope to many. In the field of technology, Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple and one of the key figures in the personal computer revolution, is also a prime example of the fusion of faith and technology. While Jobs was not overtly public about his religious beliefs, he always had a strong faith in something greater than himself, a power that guided his life. It was through this combination of faith and boundless creativity that Jobs created products like the iPhone and iPad, changing how people communicate and work, and profoundly impacting the global economy. Another remarkable story is that of George Washington Carver, an American scientist who made groundbreaking discoveries in agriculture and created over 300 products from peanuts. Carver had a deep faith in God and often sought his guidance in his work. Carver once said, "When I work, I always pray and ask God to show me what He wants me to do." His faith in God helped him discover amazing applications from simple ingredients like peanuts and sweet potatoes, benefiting agriculture and communities. You cannot overlook Albert Einstein, the inventor of the theory of relativity, which changed the way humanity understands space and time. Though Einstein was a rational person and did not adhere to any specific religion, he had a profound belief in a force, which many believe is his way of referring to God. Einstein once said, "We cannot explain everything through theory, because there is a part of the world that reason cannot understand, and that is where God stands." His faith in the magnificent creation of the universe drove him to continuously explore, bringing great discoveries to humanity. From great scientists like Newton, Tesla, Curie, Jobs, and Carver to Einstein, all shared one common point. They believed in the wonder of the universe and the invisible power that God has bestowed upon humanity. It was their faith in a higher creativity that led them to discoveries and inventions that changed the world. Their works are not only the products of human intellect, but also a testament to God's influence in every step of humanity's journey. And every time you use modern technology, you should remember that it all originates from God's creativity, and it is He who has given you the strength to change the world. You will not waste time when you listen with what is real, not with the ears of man, but with the heart of one who has sensed the holiness of God. Let yourself feel that invisible power, understanding that every event, every phenomenon in this world has the intervention and guidance from God. Remember a moment in history when science and faith met in the most miraculous way. Albert Einstein, with his great theory of relativity, uncovered secrets that only God knew before. Have you ever felt that when God created this universe, He left traces for humanity to find, like a silent conversation between man and the universe? Einstein, who discovered the theory of time and space, could not help but feel the presence of a supreme intelligence, a powerful God behind every phenomenon he studied. In that moment, he realized that it was not just dry equations and theories, but the wisdom of God that created this world, and mankind is just a child learning to understand it. So have you ever wondered, how could these miracles happen without God's intervention? Look at Nikola Tesla, who invented alternating current, a technology that changed the world forever. Tesla was not just a scientist. He was a person guided by a deep belief in the presence of an invisible power. He once said that when he invented, it was as if God had given him a vision from another dimension. The phenomena he saw in his mind, the breakthrough images and ideas, were truly like signs God had sent to him. No one can deny that the technology Tesla created changed the entire planet, from providing energy to the world to connecting people together. But above all, it was the magnificent creativity that God had gifted him, a gift that is incomprehensible to human intellect. God did not only create the universe, He also created opportunities for man to step into the world of understanding and exploration. Like Marie Curie, the great woman who not only changed the world of medicine, but also made us humble before His greatness. Curie, with her passion and dedication, did not just discover radium and polonium. She proved that the power and intellect of mankind are limitless when combined with faith in God. In fact, she did not just observe physical phenomena. She felt God's presence in every step she took. What people call theory, to her, was a manifestation of the miracles God bestowed upon humanity to illuminate secrets never before known. Do you see these phenomena as a reminder from God? These inventions, these discoveries, cannot be mere coincidences, nor can they just be the result of experiments. They are signs, miracles that God has placed in the hands of those with faith, like a divine gift that only those with pure hearts can recognize and use to change the world. And you, do you realize that each time you discover something new, each time you apply modern technology, you are standing before a miracle that God has planted long before? Do you see those creators? They are not just talented people, but they are those chosen by God, illuminated by Him to walk the path of greatness, to do things the world has never thought of. Look at Steve Jobs, who created Apple, not just to bring technology products, but to change the way the world thinks, connects, and lives. Jobs was not just a technology genius. He was a man with faith in the perfection, the greatness of God. When he created the iPhone, it was not just a simple creation. You could feel that it was a combination of technology and God, a delicate connection between dreams and reality, a divine creativity. Jobs believed that the products he created were not only to serve mankind, but also for a higher purpose, to connect people with each other, to make this world a better place, closer to God. So do you feel the invisible power from God? Do you understand that all these great inventions are not just the result of human intellect, but also part of the magnificent plan that God has laid out from the very beginning? God has given these people supernatural strength so they could open the door to discoveries never before known, and through that, change the whole world. This is the truth. Every step in science, every invention in technology, is a miracle that God has allowed humanity to discover. God has granted them the ability to understand, so they can not only explore the outer universe, but also discover the inner universe, where God is always present, guiding and loving. Through these great stories, we see that behind every invention, every success, it is not only human intellect, but also the divine guidance from God. These miracles and wonders are proof of the invisible power He bestows upon those who have faith. Always remember, in every step you take, you are never alone. God is always with you, guiding your way, giving you strength to change the world. Thank you for joining me, and let God be the source of inspiration for you to reach for greatness. If you find the video interesting and meaningful, please leave a comment below and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Wishing you joy, and may God always be with you on your journey to success.